Pain and heartache following the on-air shootings of a reporter and her photographer as the community struggles for answers.
Also here at home, stabbed on a D-Dot bus, the victim's family grieving for their loved one while police still search for the suspect.
And new development in the camp counselor charged with child porn. What happened while he was waiting for his court appearance?
We begin our newscast with that story about the charges against that former camp counselor. The Jewish Community Center has now fired 3 staff members over the mishandling of allegations against Matthew Coop.
The Now's Jane Park was in court when Coop was just arraigned. She joins us live outside the courthouse downtown with the very latest. Jane?
Well, 21-year-old Matthew Coop was back in federal court just a few hours ago, arraigned on a 6-count indictment. He repeatedly looked over at his parents who mouthed, "I love you." Meanwhile, we are learning that these charges come at least a year after some JCC staff members were first alerted about what they call Coop's inappropriate behavior. The 21-year-old former day camp counselor back in federal court 2 weeks after he first appeared before a judge. Matthew Coop is accused of taking pictures of nude prepubescent boys and posting them on a website through his cell phone while he worked as a camp aide for the Jewish Community Center in West Bloomfield. The 7-page criminal complaint also highlights emails with an undercover cop in which Coop goes into graphic detail about one of the victims. Coop was fired earlier this month immediately after JCC administrators learned the feds were investigating him. Perhaps just as disturbing as the allegations against the West Bloomfield man are the new details surfacing today that some staff knew about Coop's behavior and failed to report it. A spokesman for the Jewish Community Center releasing a statement to Action News this afternoon. In the summer of 2014, JCC camp supervisory personnel received a communication from a camp counselor which raised inappropriate conduct by the counselor, who ultimately was charged with criminal wrongdoing. The information reported was not passed on to senior JCC management. Supervisory personnel who did not act on this communication have been terminated. We have shared this information with licensing officials in Lansing and with the West Bloomfield Police Department. West Bloomfield Police Chief Michael Patton says they're looking into the matter and continuing to gather more information about additional possible victims.
We're looking at evidence of, criminal behavior. So whether or not policy was violated may point us in a direction of evidence towards that, or be an evidence of where someone took advantage or violated a rule to prey upon somebody. But we're looking for evidence of criminal behavior.
Now, coming out of the courtroom, I spoke with the mother of a 7-year-old boy who she says had direct contact with Matthew Coop during that overnight camp stay where he allegedly took some of those photos. More on what she had to say coming up on Action News at 5. But for now, we're live in downtown Detroit. Jane Park, the Now Detroit.
Jane, we'll see you at 6 and 5.